What's going on, house buying machines? This is Joel, and in today's video we're going to discuss the assignment of contract for real estate transactions. Now, you may have heard the term wholesaling, assignments, so we're going to break down the three main clauses that you may not be aware of that you definitely want to include in your agreements. Now, disclaimer, I am not an attorney and this is not legal advice for entertainment purposes only, but go ahead and stick till the end for a special bonus surprise. All that coming up and more.
For a limited time only, discover how you can get real estate investing deals done without any advertisement spend part-time, even if you have no experience. Plus, get access to all of the tools we use, so you can also make six figures per year regardless of experience level. Link is in the description below. Get it today and build your house buying machine with us.
All right, everybody. So in this video, we're going to break down the assignment of contract for a real estate purchase and sales agreement. So if you haven't heard, right, or maybe you're not aware, when you wholesale property, one way to wholesale property is to assign your equitable interest, your equitable rights, in layman terms, to sit at the closing table, right, where you should be sitting at. You're selling your position to somebody else. That's known as equitable interest. So essentially, you get a purchase and sales agreement with an owner of record for the property, and then you can sell your equitable interest in that contract, right, to another party. And so when you do that assignment, you can get paid an assignment fee. So I'm going to share with you what our current assignment of contract looks like, some of the disclosures that are in there, and some of the things that you may want to partake on. So stick around till the end because we want to make sure that you get our special bonus gift, all right? Okay, so I'm showing here in the screen our assignment of purchase and sales agreement for real estate subject property. So I'm not going to go through the entire document, but I am going to essentially talk about the roles, who's the assignor, who's the assignee, what does this entail, and maybe some of the good practices that you may want to consult your legal advice on for your assignment of contracts, right? So assignor. So if you are the person that contracted the property with the owner of record and you are assigning your rights, you are the assigner, right? And so that would be you. In this case, your company or your LLC, or if your contracted property is on your own name. And then assignee is the end buyer, the cash buyer, the person that you are assigning to in this subject property. Now, there's a lot of back and forth on whether assignments are legal or illegal. Banks assign loan modifications all the time, or loans in general all the time, just to, put you at ease or peace of mind there. Now, there are some local state or city or county laws you might want to check. So I always, put the disclaimer out there, make sure to check in your area. As of this recording of this video, there's some limitations in Illinois, Oklahoma, City of Philadelphia, and so forth. So you need to make sure locally where you're transacting at, right? Now, the buyer here, it would be you from the original purchase and sales agreement. And then the seller, it would be the actual owner of record. Now, what we do is we collect a non-refundable earnest money deposit, that's due to the assignor or the title company. Honestly, we just have the assignees send the wire for the non-refundable earnest money to the title company. Okay. And then what we do is the non-refundable earnest money deposit shall be credited towards the total valuable consideration of. So in here, we add our purchase price and our assignment, okay, together to give a global number. Now, the fact is that your assignee will require or should require to see the original purchase and sales agreement, okay? Although we do this as customary, they should, and it should be okay for you to share your original purchase and sales agreement to them because that is what they are buying essentially, right? Assignee shall close and or fund or before. This is the closing date where you're looking to close. We typically set it a little bit before than our front end contract because we want them to be ready before. So if time allows, we want them to be ready before. And then there's this clause here where it says assignor reserves the right to extend subject assignment for up to 30 business days past originally stated. So, and it's assignor's sole discretion. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we remain in control, right? Because in any transaction, we want to make sure that we remain in control. So that's why we put that there. Right? There's no inspections. Typically, they're buying as is. It acknowledges here that they've received legible copies of the original contract for sale. There's some additional terms here, for example, that they're not going to be reassigning the contract. And it's also kind of waiving and giving some disclosures here around inspections and stuff like that. Big thing here is around having the assignee not go around you as an assignor. essentially, taking you out of the transaction. That's something you want to filter for, and we'll cover that in more videos in the future. And then one biggie here that you should have if you don't have it yet is release of earnest money authorization. So in here, if the title's clear, title commitment's in, it's ready to close, and the assignee does not close, this authorizes the title company or escrow attorney to release the funds. So I know in Texas, for example, you need double signature. Both parties, assignee or assignee, need to essentially sign off to release earnest money. So we get that in the assignment, and I've proven this and it works. Buyer extension request. So let's say that an assignee is having issues with their funding, with their financing, maybe they're using hard money, whatever the case may be. You want to put some sort of hefty penalty here because you don't want them to just drag on, delay. And that's why we also give ourselves a little bit of cushion on, the date, right, that we set forward here. So if there's any special provisions, let's say that maybe you're giving them an option for 2 days to kind of inspect the property. Maybe there's like a lease back. I mean, some sort of special provision, you go ahead and you plug it here, and then just sign as assignee and assignor. So that is assignment of purchase and sales agreement for real estate subject property. This allows you to sell your equitable interest, okay? And that way you can get paid an assignment fee and lock up and sell your deal. So I'm gonna put a link in this video. Make sure to follow that link so you can download a copy for free for our assignment of contract. And make sure, again, legal disclaimer, make sure to check with your legal counsel. This is not legal advice, but just showing you, boys and girls, kind of what we do in our assignment of contracts. And just like anything, things change, laws change, you gotta be kept up to date, but this should give you at least a few key points to kind of ponder on and check your paperwork. Until next time, see you guys on the next video.